What's going on, guys? It's Asher, back with a new video today. Today, we're going to do a little disc diving into my collection. So, I don't have as many discs as I used to. I used to have literally several hundred, but I try to give back and give a bunch to new players when they start to take it serious. So, my herd has been thinned quite a bit. And honestly, I would like for it to do a lot more thinning. Got a bunch in the closet. I have all these. My goal eventually is I would like to have one rack's worth. With that being said, I would like to go ahead and show some of my current collection because a lot of this is going to get thinned down and then, I'm going to add more stuff. So I would recommend you guys watch till the end because who knows, you might find something you like. You might comment that disc down below and who knows, I might send somebody, or maybe a couple people, the disc they commented for. This giveaway was for last video where Spencer starts his Joe to Pro, I guess, series. And so I said in that video that he would pick the disc that we're gonna give away, and he picked one. What'd you pick?
After watching the video, I'm gonna go with the blue signed disc.
Okay, I think that's Andrew Marweed signed Hurricane. So yeah, somebody, well, I was gonna say comment down below, but this is already determined. So actually, we're about to run the little whatever thing, and we'll see who won. Up top, these are all new, not thrown. Some of them are kind of special, some of them are kind of not special. But if they're up here, they're new, and I just haven't got around to throwing them. First, we have this Chris Dickerson Rocky Top Zone. I thought this disc was pretty cool. I do think one day it may be valuable, so I've hung on to it. Also, Tennessee fan to some extent, so yeah. Next disc I have is just a tournament disc from the Ice Bowl. Me and Justin actually got second in doubles in this tournament. I really think we should have won, but that's a long story. Well, I really think we did win, but anyway, on to the next one. This third disc here is a FD1. This was the first Signature Series disc, I guess you could say, that Gannon Burr did once he went to Discmania. So I had to get one of these. I'm gonna hang on to this for a long time. This next one I think is a Valkyrie. My wife won this for winning a tournament. Nothing too special about this disc other than it's kind of like a sacred memory thing, I guess. This next one, oh, it's a cool disc. This is a Andrew Marweed signed Hurricane. I actually bought this from Andrew himself, so that's kind of pretty neat. I'm gonna hang on to that one for a while. It's a cool one. And then we have I think like a 2019 Jeremy Colling Thunderbird. Nothing too special about this one. It's got a little bit of, I guess, some halo bleeding into it, but I don't think it hurts to this much. Still looks pretty cool. For our next few discs, we have some new Castoplast. Castoplast, honestly, I love the way their discs feel in the hand. That being said, I don't throw any of it, but I do really like it. So we got a Crut, we got the Voss, which Justin throws us a lot. Pretty straight disc that, a little hyzer flip, you can bomb these. And then we have another Crut, just a different color. But yeah, these are pretty sweet. One of these days I do want to kind of try these out a little bit more than I have so far. The next one is, oh man, I'm a huge leopard fan. I've got a bunch of leopards in the collection. This is the USDGC 25th Moon Dust Anniversary. Very cool disc. I love leopards. Leopards are like the one disc that I can throw, 320 feet or longer, but like really straight. So I'm a big fan of those. Uh, Here we have a double stamped Firebird. I actually bought this. Oh, it's Henna Bloomrose. I actually bought this from Andrew Marweed too. So, yeah, pretty cool disc. May hang on to this one, may get rid of it. I don't know. Next we have. Oh, this is just a Mateo tournament disc that I got from Jonesboro this year. So, pretty sweet. This is actually a prototype, which is cool. It doesn't have any of the flight numbers or any of the characteristics on it, which is neat. And then the next one, we have it's a TL3 misprint. I'm a big misprint guy. Back in the day, like misprints were super cool, and they're not as cool now. I don't know why. People like, I don't know. I loved having misprint stuff a while ago, but now it's not as popular. Here we have the Crush Boys, I think, Discmania MD3, I think. That's an MD3. Cool disc. I think I got it in a mystery box. I definitely got a mystery box. Never threw it. I'm not a big MD3 guy. I do like an MD4 because it's a little more stable. But yeah. Here we have a Metal Flake T-Bird 3 Paul Macbeth. Very cool disc. I got this one for a decent deal and I had to keep it. Not throw it. Next we have a Kristen Tatar Grace. The Grace is a great disc because it's almost a CD3, but it's not. So, it's not the best disc ever made, but as far as numbers go, it's close. Cool disc. Oh, and you gotta love the Wonder Bread stamp. Also, my wife is really the Kristen Tatar fan, so these aren't necessarily mine, they're more so my wife's, I guess. Here we got another one. I think this is her newest. Pretty sweet disc. Nice pink tint. And then we have a Innova Orc with the throwback bar stamp. I love that. The Orc would be a really good forehand feeling disc. I do want to try this one eventually. That one won't stay on the shelf forever. Here we go. I got another misprint Shrike. This is actually a T-Bird, but it says Shrike on there. So, pretty cool. Nothing super special about that other than it's a sweet stamp. And then we have a Mentor. I never really liked this disc at all when I got it. I don't even know why I got it, but yeah. So there it is. It's never been thrown. It has to have a certain level of coolness to make my bag, and if it doesn't have that, then it's just never going to make my bag, no matter how it flies. These next two are bears, both from the same tournament. This is the, well, actually, only one's from the tournament. This is just a normal West Side bear. And then this is one from the Jacks Creek tournament, which currently, this week, on Saturday, I will be going back to Jacks Creek to continue my reign, I guess you could say. I have a little humble flex. I have the tournament course record there from the longs, -7, 1021 rated. That'll probably end this year, but yeah, was pretty cool, at least for a little while. Next, we have a really swirly Sidewinder. This disc is very cool. Rachel is kind of the Sidewinder person. I used to really like them, and then I got my arms beat up just a little more. And these Christine Jennings ones are a little more stable than the normal ones, so they make good throwers. They don't just flip over and go. They might fade back a little bit. This next disc is a a Christmas Katana. We bought that one just because, well, it's Christmas, and you know, why would you not love that? Next, I'll grab a couple discs here. This is another Kristen Tatar disc. I don't even know what this is. Two-time world champ. I still don't know what this is. I don't know. Rachel wanted it. We got it. Now it's on the shelf. Pretty cool disc. This is from the Tater Town Throwdown. Another tournament stamp disc. A lot of times when I get discs from tournaments, there's pretty much next to no chance I'm going to throw them. I'm pretty hard-headed in the sense that I like everything in my bag right now. And just because I got it from a tournament, these are more like trophies to me than discs themselves. So, yeah, a lot of times they don't get thrown. Oh, here's another one. I guess this is a Tater Town Throwdown Raider from a different year, I believe. This is a Sweet Tea Classic Glow Trespass. This disc would probably be a total bomber, but for now, it's gonna stay on the shelf. Yet again, we have another Kristen Tatar disc. Sweet disc, Claymore. Glows. When it gets dark tonight, I'll show you everything glowing. A lot of them glow. They're pretty cool. This disc has a pretty funny story behind it. My buddy JP texted me when these came out, and he was like, dude, they just made Halloween Nexus Fireflies. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is awesome. And he was like, dude, you have to buy some. Well, I ended up buying 3 for like 65 bucks, and they got here, and they're AVRs. He just saw the Nexus and thought they were Fireflies. And me being a good friend, I just bought it. I didn't even read it. So I guess that's both of our faults. But yeah, I got 3 of those now. Never thrown them. I putt with Fireflies, and I'm not going to change that. My putt is the best part of my game, so no need to mess with it. Here we got a Glow Halloween Buzz. Not a big fan of the Buzz at all. This is something that's never felt good in my hand. But I do like the decorative ones. I'll grab all these real quick. So these are all hexes, which are pretty sweet. This is the this is a cool one. This is the Elvis hex, and then we have the Viking hex, and then we have the OG hex that came out first with a gray rim, and then we have a pink OG hex. All from when, you know, Simon first went to MVP. We're big Simon fans. Incredible guy. So we got to represent. We got to keep buying his stuff. All right. Well, that sums up the first shelf. Second shelf is where like the really cool stuff is at. My really collectible stuff, not just new stuff. So we'll start here from the beginning. Right here, we have the best disc ever made, and unfortunately, it's no longer being made. Here is a CD3 signed by Gannon Burr. I actually bought, oh, it was upside down. CD3 signed by Gannon Burr. I actually bought this one from Gannon Burr, so that's pretty cool. I've thrown it a bunch. It is a little flippier than all my other CD3s, so I'm not a big fan of it. And it's signed by Gannon, so it went on the shelf. Next we have a brand new orange CD3 that I'm basically just hanging on to until I need it. Then I have a swirly CD3. These are pretty valuable discs now. I paid like $45 for this one. This one's another $45 swirly Dragon Ridge Open from 2019. It's 5 years old now. This is another like $45 disc. Same thing with this one. This is very, very cool. another CD3. I pretty much, every time I see one, I pretty much buy one. Here, this is not a CD3. Don't know why I grabbed it. This is just a destroyer. I think it's a misprint. It might be a Shrike. I don't know. Yeah. It is definitely a Shrike with a destroyer misprint, which is pretty neat. But yeah, so CD3's best disc ever made. Unfortunate that Discmania stopped making them. I know we have the DD1, which is the same flight numbers, but they don't fly the same. They don't feel the same. It's not the same thing. But eventually, I'll make a video about why this is the best disc ever made, because I bag a bunch of them. These are just my shelf guys. Oh, well, here's a Brinster Splatter Destroyer, brand new, never thrown. All right, we got a X3 by Katrina Allen. It's signed, met her in person, she's sweet, nice. Rachel, my wife, big fan. Get into cooler discs now. Here's an X3 that Rachel has thrown a lot. But it's also signed by Katrina Allen, and I think it's been retired. I think it got a little too flippy for her, and now it just resides on the shelf. Alright, guys, if you've made it this far, you'll be happy you did, because this is where the cool stuff comes. This disc right here has a pretty cool story to it, actually. This is a Roadrunner misprint stamped, double stamped Colossus. So it's actually a Colossus. It also has a team stamp, Team Innova. And I took this disc and I wanted to get it signed by Greg Barsby. And when I met Greg first time, incredible guy, probably the coolest guy on tour, to be honest. He tried to buy it from me. He actually tried to buy it from me, and he told me he would bag it. And I was like, no, dude, this is too cool. I have to keep it. So, yeah. So there's the story behind that. Pretty cool disc. I'm glad I still have it. Greg, if you ever see this and you actually want it, we might make something happen. But yeah, I thought that was fun. Genuine guy. Next up, we have a... This has been thrown a little bit, but it's a Ezra Adderhold nuke, signed by Ezra. Pretty cool disc. Next, we have a... I don't even know why this is... I can't think of what the name of this is. But anyway, this is when Eagle first came to MVP. I had to get one of these. I'm hanging on to it for the long haul. Maybe worth something one day, may not. But either way, I got one. Also, here is a brand new Simon Glitch that we bought to hang on to basically collect, because I figured they would be valuable one day. They may not, but it is a very cool disc. Good catch disc if you don't have one. May want to try it. All right, this is where the more cool discs come. This is a Paige Pierce signed Drive, I believe. Nothing really else to say about that. Take a look at it. I am not attached to this at all, so if somebody wants it, who knows? I may send it to somebody, I may not. Next is, okay, we have an Enigma that was actually, once upon a time, part of Eagle's collection. When he left Discmania, he sold all his discs to a company that resold all his discs. Well, yeah, at one point in time, this Enigma was owned by Eagle. So I thought that would be cool. I bought it. I'm gonna hang on to it for a while. Nice little collector's item. Okay. This one is a Callie McMorrin signed Turn. I don't really have. This was given to us by a friend, I guess, actually, which is pretty neat. I've never met her. I don't really know her by any means, but it is a cool disc. It's got some sentimental value, I guess. So we have that one. I'll start grabbing two. Next, we have a misprint Roadrunner. This one is also signed by Greg Barsby. So we're hanging on to that one. Super cool. Genuine guy. Oh. And then, this is one of the cooler discs I have. This is a Simon Lizotte signed PDX, which is probably one of my favorite discs in my collection. Not the favorite, but it's a neat disc. Okay, so next we have, getting into some more cool stuff here. Oh, definitely one of the coolest discs I have. This is a Color Glow MD3 from Eagle's personal stash. See if I can get this close enough you can see it. I won't tell you guys what I paid for this. It's embarrassing. But this was actually bagged by Eagle. At one point in time, Eagle actually bagged and threw this. So that's kind of cool. I bet you could find a video where he threw this MD3 off of a random hole. But anyway, cool one. I'm not really super tied to this, but it is valuable. I'll probably hang on to it for a long time. This next, golly, I can't remember what this is. But this is signed by Nate Sexton, and it is a gargoyle. That's what it is. It's a gargoyle. So this disc is extremely cool because I've never even heard of a gargoyle before I bought it. It is a mid-range, brand new, signed by Nate Sexton. One of my favorite players, for sure. I definitely really looked up to him in the beginning. And I definitely still do, but he's just not as active as he used to be. Which is fine, you know, priorities change, people get older. So yeah, cool disc there. Next one we have is a Philo Brathwaite signed Swirly Destroyer. Very cool disc. I'm gonna hang on to that one for a while. Don't really have anything else to say about that. He has one of the best shots of all time in disc golf. The par 5, the Albatross. You've all seen it. If you hadn't, look it up. Next we have, starting to get everything mixed up a little bit. Next we have another leopard. You're like, oh, that's just a boring leopard. Signed by Barry Schultz. So that's kind of cool. It says the other champ on the front, which is neat. Good. Signed by Barry right there. Cool disc. He was before my time, like before I started watching, but I knew who he was, and when I saw that, I had to buy it. So I did. This next disc, I have another signed Andrew Marweed Hurricane. This one's purple. Pretty cool disc. I didn't know I had two of them, so I'm willing to get rid of one. It's funny that I'm learning some discs that I have, as well you guys are learning some discs that I have. Oh, all right, this disc right here, I'm gonna put up here. That's the coolest disc I have, point blank, period. So, I'm gonna wait for the end for that one. Oh, this one is another very unique, very cool disc. All right, this is a Gannon Buhr D1. It is my understanding that the D1, this particular run, was the first Signature Series disc Gannon Buhr ever had. And he signed it. So this disc, I think, is pretty valuable. It's worth a lot more than I paid for it. And yeah, I think it makes the collection that much more cool. I had Gannon's first disc, then he went to Discmania, and I had Gannon's first Signature Series disc ever, their Prodigy. Both signed. Some people don't like signed discs. It's whatever to me. Some are cool. Some of them are not as cool. Whatever. Okay. And here we have a Paul Ulibarri signed putter of some sort. It's bad that I don't know what this is, but I don't. You Discraft people that throw putters, drop it down. Let me know. Anthony Heggie, if you're watching this, let me know what this is so I'll know. Anyway, cool disc, signed by Paul Ulibarri. So that's neat. The next disc is probably the most expensive disc in my collection. I'll say that. Well, it was purchased for the highest amount of money, not by me, but by someone else. This is a Ricky Wysocki prototype slammer. This is the first slammer prototype that ever came into existence in disc golf. I can't necessarily prove that without digging into this a whole lot, but you'll have to take my word for it. Ricky originally made a post for some kind of charity something that he was going to give away the first Ricky signed prototype slammer, and a friend of mine paid $450 for this disc right here. One, because he really wanted it, and two, it was kind of a charity thing, so that elevated the price. But anyway, now I own it, and it's one of one, so that's pretty cool. This one, I'll never get rid of it unless it's for a really good cause. So there's the story on that. Next, we have a Calvin Heimberg 2019 Halo Destroyer. I think it's 2019, don't make me lie. But cool disc, signed by Calvin. These are great throwers. This one hadn't been thrown. It'll never be thrown, but it's cool. It's in the collection. I'm starting to realize I got a lot more cooler discs than I thought. Got a lot of discs. I won this recently. I won this at a Flick Start as a CTP. This was one of the Paul Macbeth Foundation Flex Starts. Paul assigned it. I'll have to look on here to know what it is. I don't know what it is actually. Oh, it says over here. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's an Athena. Okay, so it's an Athena. Pretty cool disc, signed by Paul Macbeth. If somebody wants this, really wants it, I may get rid of it. I may not. I don't know. Okay. Now for the disc that I've spent a lot of money on that I should have never bought. But, well, I won't say that. I won't say I should have never bought them. But they're worth a lot less than what I paid for them. I'll say that. Currently. Alright. We're going to go through. Nate Sexton used to be my favorite pro. Still a big fan. But, anyway, I got a lot of his discs. So, this is a 2018 Nate Sexton Firebird. At one point in time, this was worth quite a bit of money. Still worth a decent little chunk. Here we have a 2019 Nate Sexton Firebird, part of the collection. Here we have a 2017 Top Stamp Firebird, Nate Sexton. Here we have a Bottom Stamp 2017 Nate Sexton Firebird. Cool disc. I think I'm probably going to throw that. I may not sell that one. I may just throw it. It's worth a decent amount of money, but oh well. Here we go. I think this is a 21 or 22. I'm not sure which one on the top of my head. Nate Sexton Firefly. These all glow too, if you didn't know. For all my people that aren't familiar. So they're cool. Here is a 23 Halo Firebird. Pretty cool. This is the most stable one that he has ever made, which is cool, I guess. If you're into super stable disc. Here's the one I bag. Well, I bag a 2020. I don't bag this exact one. These are all new. But this is a 2020. It's pretty straight now. Mine is beat, very beat up. But I love this disc, and it flies really good for me. The 2020. Here we have a 2021, I think. I love the green. Very cool disc. Not as valuable as it used to be, but cool nonetheless. Probably going to get rid of these soon. Make room for some stuff in my collection that I'd really like to have. Here we have another 23 Nate Sexton Halo Firebird. And then we have an April Fool's Nate Sexton bird. Wise, I may have to do like 2 videos for this. I may have to do my like some extra throwers I have and then all new stuff. But here I'm going to show you my absolute favorite disc that I adore in my collection. Then I'll tell you why. So this is I will take it out the bag. This is a CD2. Okay, my favorite disc ever is a CD3. This has a team stamp. All right, you're like, oh, it's just a team stamp CD2. That's, you know, kind of valuable. Whatever. Well, this one was actually bagged for a couple of years by Nate Sexton, which is pretty neat. He's got his name on the inside. I paid a lot for this disc, and honestly, this is the coolest one I own. To me, at least, like personally, it is the coolest I own. I'm gonna hang on to this one till I die, no doubt. Just very neat. I'll cherish that one for a long time. So it's been decided. I'm gonna do new disc, all the new disc I have, and then, or some of the new disc I have, and then in another video, I'm gonna do some throwers. Okay, that'll come out Thursday. This will come out Tuesday. But so I'll show y'all some of my last new ones. The last few new ones I have. This hat, super random, but my dad wrote the song "High Cotton" by Alabama. I don't know if any of y'all have heard that song, but well, actually, I know some of you have heard it, and then some of you have probably heard it and hadn't realized you'd heard it. Anyway, long story short, this hat says "High Cotton." I love it. Super cool. I keep it on the shelf. It's too nice for me to wear. I get really dirty, so I can't wear it. Anyway, back to the scoff stuff. Here we got a new Brinster Destroyer. Fun disc. Here is another new Raider from the Tater Town Throwdown. And then we have a new Nate Sexton Star Excalibur. Should be a great forehand disc. It's new. I've never tried it. I may throw that one of these days. This next disc is, well, that one's probably not 9.5 out of 10 anymore. This next disc was given to me by a friend. It is a G-Star Polecat Air Force stamp. Very cool. Shout out Matt. Yeah, feels good in the hand. There's not many of them. And I'll probably hang on to this one for a good while. Put these right here. Okay, so then this is actually the most recent disc I bought. This is a T-Bird 3. You're like, oh, well, that's not very cool. Oh, it's very cool. Super, super duper gummy. And it feels amazing. I wouldn't say this is a valuable disc, but it feels really good. I thought it was a valuable disc when I bought it, and then like I saw 20 more posted just like it. So, well, you know, you win some, you lose some, but it's pretty neat. This next disc we recently bought from a friend who quit playing, and he had a bunch of old gems. This is a DDX. This is a Discmania DDX Air Force stamp. Awesome disc. This is back when Innova made all their stuff. So Innova made DDX, probably pretty valuable. Rachel is still deciding whether she wants to throw this or not. I say no because it is valuable, but discs are meant to be thrown, so I don't blame her either way. Next, we have just a Raptor, Captain's Raptor. Brand new. I bought it because it's super yellow. I thought it'd be easy to find. Z-Flex. I bagged one just like this. I guess this was a backup, but I may get rid of this. This may be a giveaway at some point in time. Next one is another Tournament stamp, Jonesboro Open. I think this is a Glow Raider. Like I already told you guys, I don't throw a lot of stuff I get from tournaments. Okay, so we've only got a few left now, as far as new goes. This is Paul McBeth Slammer tournament disc. Here we have, these discs are kind of neat, I guess. A3 is my favorite approach disc, I guess, true approach disc, that is. I like to approach with the Nuke OS most of the time, but right here we have these A3s. I bought these as soon as Kevin decided he was going to go to Innova. Got him a pretty good deal on them. They're some neat discs. I wouldn't mind getting rid of them eventually. Then we have a lightweight Nuke OS. This absolutely crushes backhand. And then it'll always fade back is what the neat thing is. I may put this in the bag, honestly. It's Rachel's, but I don't even know if she realizes she has it. So, yeah. And then, last but not least, I won this Enforcer and Club. I don't care anything about it. I'm down to get rid of it at some point. It'll be a giveaway. Yeah. So, pretty much, guys, those are all of my new discs. So, thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below one you might want, and I may pick a couple to give away. I'll pick one more disc to be honorary for the really valuable to me disc. This disc right here is Paul McBeth Rock 3. This was the first disc my wife ever bought for me, so it's very sentimental. Very cool disc. The way she did it was really funny, actually. We were at a fraternity party back in college when she told me to go get it out of the car, and I was pretty annoyed at the time because I was, well, having a good time, and she was trying to do something nice for me. Anyway, long story short, Rachel used to buy me a disc every single tournament I played in, and I guess I played enough that that no longer is a thing. So, Rachel, pick up your game. You owe me some discs. Anyways, catch you in the next one. All right, looks like that's gonna do it for this video. I showed y'all all of my new discs. In a couple days, I'm gonna drop another video. It's gonna be a bunch of my throwers, and I really don't care about my throwers, so you might want to check that out. I do have some cool throwers too. But guys, please like, subscribe, comment. Oh, I just hit 300 subs, so shout out to y'all. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.